I'm not a sports guy. I mean, I don't want to be part of the team. I've never been that way. You know, skateboarding, okay, there's teams and your friends, but it's a different thing, you know? I mean, it's about you, you know? It's what you do. If you screw it up, it's you. If you win, it's you. And I'm not one of those guys. I'm a more individual, you know? Pretty private, and that's what skateboarding was perfect for me, because you don't have to worry about doing other people's stuff. You can just make your own path. You don't need teams, you don't need coaches, you don't need anything. It's just you, and it's so pure.
It's all good. All right.
You gotta use corks.
You know, you fall on them, they're pretty big.
Yeah, they're fun. I always use them. I pizzy yesterday, huh?
Gershon Mosley. Got through that one pretty good.
I've been skating for 10 years.
Different types of skating deals with different types of music. Back in when I first started, it was a lot more punk, you know, a lot more, suicidal tendencies and stuff like that. And then ska was kind of coming in. You had Matt Hensley, you know, just, you know, whatever he was in, a lot of kids were into because he was an innovator at that time. So then it started getting more into hip hop, and then everything. All the boards got smaller, you know, the wheels got super small, like bearing covers, and pants got bigger. It got pretty crazy for a while because nobody was moving. You barely push to a curb, and you land, you'd stop, you'd stop, and then that was a trick, you know. Videos were pretty bad back then. Then it started to get, it was kind of weird, a weird period, like people started riding a little bit wider, a little bit bigger wheels for a while, and then I don't know. And then it seemed like recently everything just opened up. You know, everybody can do whatever they want. Music is an influence, but it's not the major influence. Music was the major influence back in the days for skateboarding because that just dictated how you were. You know, what type of skateboarder you were. Now, you know, people listen to whatever, but they skate however they feel, you know, which is really good. I couldn't think of one thing that made that change, you know, for skateboarding right now, but it's a good time because everyone can be themselves and have fun with it. Everybody, you know, nobody's copying attitudes, so it's pretty mellow.
Just catch a glimpse of what it's all I wanted
Hi, I'm Rodney Mullen. I've been skating. I started January 1st, 77, New Year's Day, 77. And could I give Gershon the boot? And I started New Year's Day, 77. My dad was a doctor. And he didn't want me skateboarding. And so I cried about it for months, you know? And New Year's Eve, he got just a little happy, you know? New Year's Eve festivities and drinking. And he promised me a board. Then when he woke up, he couldn't go back on the promise. So that was the start of my career. I grew up in Gainesville, Florida, in a pretty good town, a little college town. Actually, I wanted to get out of there so badly because I had the small town angries, you know? Growing up there wasn't much of a skate scene, wasn't much of anything. And then I moved to the country and there was nothing but cows. I think that's what kind of helped me skating because there was nothing to do but just skate and read and play with the cows. And then I moved to Los Angeles about 10 years ago. And that's been great for me. It's been great for me. I'm happy there. I don't live like deep in the city. I live in one of the beach cities. It's called Hermosa Beach. About a year, a little less than a year, and I got a shop sponsored. And about another year later, I won amateur nationals or whatever. And then third year later, in 1980, I turned pro and won the big world championships or whatever. Back then, it was the contest scene was so important. People were made by contests. I certainly was. Nowadays, contests really aren't that big a deal, you know? It's a whole perception of who's good or whatever. It's a lot by videos, magazines, not so much contests. So, but back then it was all contests, and I still have nightmares of that. I work a lot during the day, and so when I skate, you just have their little spots at night. It's just kind of depressing sometimes because they're just little street lights in like supermarkets, you know? Yeah. I carry around all my little obstacles with me. Yeah, it's not very...
Your wax.
My wax?
You wax that all the time. A lot of kids in Mullen, you know, their wax.
I got my little box.
My name is Rune Gilfberg, and I'm 23 years old. I'm from Copenhagen, Denmark, and I've been skating for about 12 years now. I enjoy skateboarding so much. So I just go ride wherever, like go ride out on the street or bowls or the ramp. It doesn't really matter where you are, you just go ride, you know what I mean?
Straight for neutral, taking no shit, get on with your life. Take what you got, see what you want, make it your life and go for it. It's just a question of why you want from life. You want to make her of who you are right now. The best is over, forget it, and more. The present yours and tomorrow's on it.
hunting season is now open, and all DJs are fair game. This is an invitation to all self-proclaimed skateboarding. It's a DJ competition, and I have enough lyrics ammunition. Open season, DJ hunting. I ain't fronting. I tell you something. Jungle origination, musical sensation from your rocksteady station. Open season, as I would say. I don't need no camouflage, just take cover from this lyrics barrage. Open season. Don't you try to come to my town, cause I'll gun you down. Open season, DJ hunting, never fronting. A lyrics fountain, go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and far away. Django is the boss DJ. Y'all look like some sitting duck, and I don't give a fuck. So don't try your luck, cause I'll run you down with my lyrics truck. And I don't need no reason, cause it's open season. DJ tracking, upon this musical backing, 12 gauge packing. Here I come, ready or not, musical buckshot is what I got. And I'll kill you upon the spot. Finger upon the trigger and dead the whole lot to you. Cause you know New York is too hot. Open season, DJ hunting. Engineer, don't you touch that fader, cause Django shoots first and asks questions later. I am the DJ Terminator, and it's open season. Got my license to kill, so come and get your lyrical fill. Cause when we meet up on the hill, I will walk away and you will lie still. So pay for insurance, I'll make up your will, cause it's open season. DJ hunting, I ain't fronting, I'll tell you something. Double barrel, side by side, I come to tan your hide. Many have tried and all have died, and I must confide, I cannot tell a lie. I have an appetite for murder, I am the DJ cannibal, with a capital C. See me, I am the boss MC. Open season, no teasing, exceeding pleasing. Trigger squeezing, freezing up music street. Get some life in your feet, cause I too got music in my teeth. Open season, DJ hunting, never fronting, a lyrical fountain, shout it from the mountaintop. Try to stop Django and y'all can get dropped. Open season, lyrics like dirt for your money's worth. Gal in a frock and gal in a skirt, Django eat them for dessert. Open season, DJ tracking, on this musical backing. This is Django and I'm attacking, never slacking.
Jenson cutters got himself aboard. Yeah, that's right. 408, mate. 408. I'm just kidding. This is Thrasher Magazine's 1998 Skateboarder of the Year, folks. Riding for Anti-Hero Skateboards out of SF and Ease Shoes. Spitfire Wheels, Bob Burnquist.
I was born in Rio de Janeiro and I grew up in Sao Paulo. I'm originally from Brazil. And been skating for 10 years. Right now, I mean, like it's been the fun that it's always been. Like it's been actually better because I'm able to fly higher, or just like do more stuff, and just got to the point where I can just be comfortable on my board. But it's also like it's also my profession. That's what I do to make a living, and I got to keep it going, until as much as I can and get as much out of it as I can. Look out for the girl skateboarders out there. They're coming your way.
This is the famous Rodney Mullen right here.
So skateboarding to me has been like it's like been a teacher. It's been something that always challenged me. It made me honest about myself. Lately with street skating I've been doing a little bit more gutsy stuff, because freestylers, they're all wusses, and but to some extent it's true. And now, like, I'm doing a little more of the stuff, and it makes you real honest about what you can and can't do, Like, hey, there's some stairs. Are you gonna? Because the trick's easy. It's just a flat ground trick. But can you hold it down 10 stairs or 9 stairs, whatever it is? What are you made of, And it makes you real honest. There's a lot of aspects of that it keeps you so honest. It was weird as skateboarding got really big, and like most of those guys were super cool. But you know, you see it get to some people's heads, and unfortunately, some people didn't recover from it. And yeah, those sad stories are around. It's really weird. Sort of thing. I mean, you go to demos and meet kids, and the kids look at you like, it's weird because it's been so long, you almost forget what it was like looking at the pro. Scared to approach them and scared to, because from my eyes now, and you look at them and you think, God, why are they all staring? Why can't they say, you know? And you try to be open. That's from my eyes. But then I realized, hey, when I was a kid, I was scared to death, you know? And so you kind of wait until someone breaks the ice. And that whole thing was going on, and like, okay, I can remember this, I can handle it, I've been doing it a long time. But as it was happening to me, where kids would rush you and they'd know so much about your personal life, and often, hey, they're rude. Sometimes they're rude, you know? And so I didn't know how to handle that. It was such a gnarly invasion. And if you're off a little bit, or if you're like, hey, just leave me alone, you know? Then suddenly word goes out. So, you know, he's a bad man, you know? And so it took a long time for me to get used to that. And again, you know, look at the National Enquirer. I don't know what your tabloids are here, but at home, National Enquirer and the Star, and these are the most read publications in the U.S., you know? It's not so much the Wall Street Journal or whatever. Well, it's just the idea of look at the dark side of stardom, you know? These are your heroes? Well, let me tell you, they're not really all they're cracked up to be. And sometimes it was a weird adjustment to start looking at it that way. It's a lot of power. A lot of it's aimed at the negative, unfortunately, you know? But see, that's the bad side. The good side of it is incredible, where by just a few well-chosen words or a little reinforcement, you can see kids' eyes, they light up. You can make a difference in people, you know? For very little. Just say, hey, look, I believe in you. You're going to make it one day, you know? Freestylers run skateboarding. Per runs Birdhouse, Pierre runs Etnies, and Don Brown, of course, works there. Reggie Barnes runs a big distributorship. And Steve and me at World, and Kevin Harris, a big thing in Canada. Yeah, skate park and distribution too. Yeah, so he's a wealthy man. It was our vengeance for being the nerds of skateboarding. Yeah, those were weird days, video days. Like, I didn't know, that was so early video, we didn't really know what video was. Like, okay, they're filming you, we knew what that was. But what it would be used for, how powerful it would become, no idea. Stacey made that happen. Yeah.
It's got the footage of the guy pushing the couch through.
Yeah, all that stuff just happened. It was just daily life there, you know. I mean, we went there with a whole camera crew, and everyone thought it was Mexico. It's right in Beverly Hills, you know, because it's super rich and super poor and sketchy neighborhoods. And we got there, and the camera crew was kind of sketchy because of all their nice stuff. And guys walk up and they say, hey, you should pay us money to protect you. If you don't pay us money, you know, protect us from us. Protect you from us. And pretty cool.
That's why you're still doing it.
Yeah, like, I don't need to, obviously, for money or for fame or whatever. I'm not seeking after those things with my skateboard. I don't need them. But there's a certain peace about it. It gives me. It's just amazing. It's amazing. It's just my thing. It's weird because I remember being in school. I went to college 4 years and I was studying technical stuff, biomedical engineering and math, right? I like math. And you go on these courses, no matter how smart you think you are, you go to these courses and you get demolished, right? The teacher scribbles something on the blackboard. I have no idea what he's talking about. I go outside, you get on your board and you're at home again no matter what. And sometimes all you need is that little confidence, you know? What you are, then you can do anything, you know? They say behind every great man's a great woman, a greater woman. And to a large extent, yeah, that's true. I mean, I got a great woman, but sometimes she thinks like she'll never replace a skateboard. You know, move over, honey, it's getting closer, you know, in bed. But I don't know, in a way, it kind of is. She respects that, I guess.
That's it, mate. Check 1, 2.